I don't know why when I sit down to record these episodes, I get so distracted by stuff. Um, I got like a weird idea for an episode. This is what I'm sitting down and record. But then, like, I've been sitting here for like almost an hour trying to just start recording. Like, I had to pick a song. And then I was using the Night Cafe AI to create pictures of just random stuff in my head. Like, the song Under the Sea from The Little Mermaid, because they're putting out trailers. I keep seeing them on Instagram for The Little Mermaid live action movie. I didn't realize it comes out next month. This is like the end of April. It's April 26th that I'm recording this, so they're putting out trailers for it. It comes out next month. So that song Under the Sea was in my head, and I listened to it on Spotify. The song is still amazing. I don't even know when that year. Something just flew. Oh, sorry. Whew. That was live. Like a gnat or a moth or something touched my leg, and that freaked me out. Sorry. I'm leaving that in because I don't edit my shows. It might happen again. Moth was kind of frisky. But yeah, so I listened to Under the Sea. That's what I was saying. That song was still good. I don't know when the original Little Mermaid came out, a long time ago. But I typed in Night Cafe is the AI that I use to get the pictures. And I was like, let me just type in Under the Sea and see what randomly comes up. It was kind of amazing and beautiful. Like, you could do it. There's different settings. There's steampunk or, hyper realistic or anime. It was really interesting to see the randomness, especially when you realize it's trying to make Little Mermaid, but it's coming out all weird and wrong. It's like if Little Mermaid got hit with toxic sludge. That's how it would look. It just kept getting crazier and crazier. And then I was like, there was a dream I had last night. I know I'm going way off. This isn't even the topic I wanted to do the show on, but I'm going way off. But you're here now and you're listening. I had a dream where I was trying to get dressed for a wedding, but that wasn't the main thing. I always have dreams like that where I'm going somewhere and I could never find my clothes, or my clothes don't fit, or they're missing, or something. But I was in this bedroom, which looked like my bedroom from when I was a kid growing up. But for some reason, this is the part that stuck with me. I usually forget my dreams, but this part, this vision of it stuck with me. There was this fish tank. It's kind of like a long aquarium fish tank, whatever you want to call it. But there was water in there, but I couldn't tell if it was inside or outside. There was a small flat screen TV, and it was playing episodes of The Office. And there was some coral, or the little stones or rocks you put in the bottom of aquariums. And there was one of those fake fish, the little wind up ones or solar power or whatever, that just go little mechanical ones. I don't know why that vision stuck with me. So I typed that in to the Night Cafe, the image AI, and just the randomness and craziness it created. It's amazing. I'm going to have to maybe do that again and come up with something as far as typing that into the Chatbot AI, the Open GPI, the one I mainly use, to see what crazy story that comes up with. Probably nothing even crazy. It'll probably go super generic, but I'll do that for the next episode, because the images that came up were amazing. I did start an Instagram account for this show. This show is called Dumb Test Late, if you didn't know already. But I did start an Instagram account so I could start posting the pictures on there that I created from the AI, like I was just talking about. I still need to work on the website so I can post more on there, because when you do the chatbot, it saves I don't know if it saves all of the ones, but all the ones I've done so far, it saves it. So I'll probably post the responses, how they look, onto the website along with the pictures, and if I go into more depth. And of course I'll post podcast episodes if I figure out how to do that. I'm still getting better at Squarespace because that's what I use. But okay. Also, the last aside before I get to what I wanted to talk about on this episode, for some reason I typed in Mr. Furley from Three's Company into the Night Cafe image AI generator, Oh my goodness. It is pure nightmare fuel. It's amazing. I love it. I love the randomness and the weirdness and just the awkwardness. Like, you look at something real quick and your brain thinks it knows what that is, but then you look at it more, it just gets weirder and weirder. I love stuff like that. I love looking at stuff like that. That's why I just keep hitting like refresh to get like new and weirder, more pictures. I don't know what I'll do with that. I don't think I'll ever do a Mr. Roper episode. Or this is another thing I'm going to try to do. If I give the synopsis for a show that's already made and see what AI chatbot does to create something similar. Like if I give them the breakdown or characters or settings or whatever of a show, if they try to write what that show should be with like the generic, like Three's Company, a guy, wants to be the roommate with two girls in the 70s that's looked bad upon, so he has to hide from the landlords, because at one point it was the Ropers, then it's Mr. Furley, and he has a best friend that's a ladies' man, and they're always getting into hijinks. Like, I'm gonna do this setting or do the synopsis of a show and see what the AI chatbot creates and how close is it to like what the actual show is. Like, if I just say write a show about people who work in the office, how close to the office would that get? But okay. This is the reason I wanted to do an episode. I was talking to someone, and they said that, like, classic. We were talking about something, and they said the classic line. They were talking about. I can't remember what we were talking about, but they said the classic line, "Have your cake and eat it too." But for some reason, in my head, I guess I don't know if they were talking fast or I drifted off. But in my head, I heard "have your cake and eat it into." Like, that's what I heard. Instead of "have your cake and eat it too," which, is a commonly used phrase, proverb, whatever you want to call it. But I heard "have your cake and eat it into." And I was like, I don't remember what we were talking about, where we were going, anything else. But that just stuck in my head. And I was like, I wonder what AI would do with that. Because AI has to be pulling from something. It's going to see the term "have your cake and eat it too" a lot, from where it's pulling all the information from the internet or wherever. That's going to mean a lot of things. But I doubt it's ever seen "have your cake and eat it into" and what it would do with that. So I typed it in. At first, it told me I can't do anything with that. At first, I just typed that in, "have your cake and eat it into." Chatbot said, "I don't have the compatibility to physically interact with objects, including cakes. I'm purely a text-based entity." If you're referring to the idiomatic expression "have your cake and eat it too," it means to enjoy the benefits of two conflict. I know what it means, but I was like, all right, let me rewrite that. I was like, you're right, chatbot. You're right. I'm asking for too much. So I rewrote it again. Here's my prompt. Write a scene in a romantic comedy where one character says the line, "You can have your cake and eat it into." And chatbot did. It wrote a scene for me. So let's go over it. It's titled INT dot. So International Cozy Cafe. I guess that's what they're trying to say. So it's the title or the setting. So, International Cozy Cafe during the day. The cafe is bustling with activity as customers chat over cups of coffee and slices of cake. A young couple, Lucas and Emma, sit across from each other at a small table, sharing a delicious looking chocolate cake. So it went really general. It has to go straight to the cake. So I guess cake is a commonly used word, so it's going to like base everything around that, where it's generating this. Okay, so this is the scene. Lucas smiling. "I can't believe how amazing this cake is. It's so rich and decadent." Emma. It's heavenly. I'm glad we decided to splurge a little." Lucas grinning. "Yeah, it's like you can have your cake and eat it too." Emma teasingly. "Well, with you here, I can have my cake and eat it into." Lucas chuckles and playfully nudges Emma's shoulder. Lucas blushing. "Well, you're too sweet, but I'd be more than happy to share my cake with you." Emma smiling. "Thank you, kind sir. I'd be honored to partake in this cake feast with you." They both take another forkful of cake, enjoy the moment, their eyes locking as they savor the delicious treat. Emma playfully, but this cake is not the only thing I want to indulge in. Mm-hmm. Lucas grinning. Oh, really? What else did you have in mind? Emma teasingly. Well, you'll just have to wait to find out. Ink. Lucas raises an eyebrow intrigued, and Emma giggles. Take another bite of the cake. Lucas chuckles. All right, I'm game. I can't resist your charm and cake all in one package. Emma smiling. I'm glad to hear that. I think we're in for a sweet adventure. They both laugh, their connection palpable as they continue to enjoy their cake and each other's company, excited for the future ahead. Fade out. Did Chatbot throw a little innuendo in there? I think Chatbot is getting a little frisky. I like it. But it's creepy because Chatbot throw a little innuendo in there. A little. Emma gonna give Lucas a little, little cake. That's so weird. But they literally had to make it about cake. They couldn't make a scene about like the proverb or the, how they worded it, the idiomatic expression, have your cake and eat it too. They had to make it about cake. I mean, but they did throw in like they're enjoying each other company, enjoying each other's, cake. They try to make that comparison, like they try to make that, I guess, that scene make more where it's like you have your cake and eat it in two. You can have your cake and eat it too. They're having their cake and they're enjoying each other. So they're having, two separate enjoyments. But no, I didn't pull it off. But I saw where they were going. I like that innuendo though. It was basic, it was generic, but Chatbot pulled me in with that innuendo. I like it. Okay. Yeah, so that was the quick thing I wanted to like, because this brings up a broader idea I have for this. I'm always drifting off. I'm a dreamer. And like little things will like spark ideas in my head like this. Somebody said, I misunderstood what somebody said, and my brain ran with it, and I had to go create something. So I used AI as the tool to create something random. And of course, I used the Night Cafe AI to create some very memorable pictures that I will post. I don't know when you can't answer me, but I've been putting pictures, the AI created pictures on like the covers for these episodes. I don't know if every app you listen to podcasts on show that, or if it just shows the main. But like I said, if you're intrigued, I have the Instagram. That's the same title as this. Dumb Test Cafe. Dumb Test Late. I'm thinking about cafe and cake. Dumb Test Late. The website is TBD. If I have enough energy to put it out. But yeah, it's a work in progress. We all are, especially me, especially AI. But yeah, this was funny in my head. Have your cake and eat it in two. It was literally one of those lines where it was stuck in my head so much that I literally laughed out loud. I didn't just go LOL. I literally laughed about it. But yeah, have my cake and eat it in two. I'm gonna try it again and see what else it comes up with. I can see how not just about a scene about cake it can create. I'm gonna keep refresh, because you could just regenerate response on the same prompt. I think I did it on a previous episode, but yeah, and see how weird it gets. But I like doing these small episodes with like small ideas and just running with it and see where it goes, especially with the pictures, because the pictures can get crazy. There's inspiration that comes from that too. Sorry if I'm rambling on, but that's what happens when it's just me sitting here talking to a microphone. But thanks for listening. Oh, the song in the beginning, that song is pretty good. It's by an artist or a group or an entity, I don't know, named Ketsa. The name of the song is called Cake. That's why I found it. The idea of the show is about having your cake and eat it too. So I found a song named Cake, but it's really good. And that's their attribution based on the licensing. I'm not making any money from this. I never will. And so I'm just giving my attribution to that song and that artist. Your song is amazing. And you're about to hear it again right now. Because thanks for listening, guys. Bye.